Drop it.
Hello guys, I'm Sunil and welcome to my channel Linux Developer, and welcome to this series of library management system where we are building this awesome library management system. Let me show you the project. This is the project we are gonna build. Here you can see manage books, manage student, issue a book. From here librarian can manage books, add a book, update a book and delete a book, and from here he can manage students. And from this panel, which is issue book, from here the admin can issue a book to a student. So I have shown all this in my previous videos. I already uploaded 5 videos. If you have not watched, go check out, link in the description. I recommend you to watch the video from the scratch, that is from the first video, and if you finish all the video of this series, then you will be able to build a awesome Java project in NetBeans or in any IDE, doesn't matter. So in the previous video we have completed this admin panel. Let me show you. We have created this admin panel, and before starting, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe the channel. Here you will find many awesome projects related to Java and PHP, and if you want to watch this complete playlist, here you can go to my playlist section, and here you will find Java library management system, PHP learning website and Java fees management system, and I will be uploading more videos. So let's start the videos. So in the let me just cancel it, and in this video we are going to build this manage book section. Here you can see we are going to build this section, this frame. So let me just close it, and in the previous video we have completed this home page. Now we have to build this manage books. So before starting, what I want to change something here. You can see the color is white, but I don't want white color. I want to change the text color of this sidebars. So go to your home page. Here is our home page. Select all labels. Control, you can select multiple by holding control. So control, select all, and came in the property. Here you have to change the foreground color. So enter 153 comma 153 comma 153 and press enter. Now all the colors has been changed, and this one also. Let me just copy the color 153 153. Okay, done. Now we have to build this manage book part. So this is our project library management system. Here I want to create this manage book. Inside the frame we are creating all our Java classes inside this frame folder. So right click, new, Java frame, JFrame form, and name it as manage books. And this is our frame. I want to set layout as absolute layout, and I want to provide the size. Go to code, and here I want to provide the size as 1724 comma 824 and enter, and make sure to check this generate center and generate resize code. Now we have to take two labels, not labels, panels. So come down, and here we can see we have this panel, J panel, and set layout absolute, and I want to change the background color. So the background color would be 102 comma 102 comma 255. I want to copy this color. Now let me just, no, I don't want to copy. So this is our panel. I want to change the height and width. So width should be 580 and height I want as 830. Now, and I want to set layout. I have already set the layout. Now I want here a back button. So go to palette, take a panel, keep it here, and change the background color, and I want the background color to be something reddish. So 55 comma 51 comma 51. Okay, now I want to take a label on it. So go to palette, select a label, keep it here, and I want to write back, and just change the font. Go to font and enter here not enter, select this font plain and size should be 17, and background colors, foreground color should be white. Okay, and I also want to insert an image. Go to properties, select the label and go to properties. Inside this icon you will find a folder called add new book icon. If you don't know how to add this folder into our project, go check out my first video. The link will be flashed in the icon button, or you can find the link in the description. Go check out there. I explained how to import these folders of icons into our projects, and just select the icon called rewind and OK. Now you can see I got the icon and back. Now I want to apply an event to go back, so right click and event, mouse click, and when user click back, I want him or his to redirect to home page. So home, I have to create a home page. Home is equal to new home page, and home dot set visible true and dispose. Now let me just run it and show you. You can see when I click on this back button, I will be redirected to our home page. Now I want to apply an event on this button also. When user will click on this button, he will be redirected to manage book page. So go to home page and click here, select the label and add event, mouse, okay, event mouse click, and here we have to write the code. So we want to redirect on manage books. So manage books is equal to new manage books. Okay, semicolon, and books dot set visible true and dispose. Why I am writing dispose? Because dispose method will dispose the current frame and it will open this book frame, that is manage book frame. And let me just run it again. So whenever I click on this manage books, you can see we got our this manage book page, but I don't want this header part, so I want to remove it. So go to manage book, design, and select the JFrame, and in the properties you will see a property called undecorate and check it. Now I want to create a button. So first let me just design this part. What I want here is I want text fields to get the book details. So go to login page, we have already created the text field, just copy it, control and copy, and just copy, and you can also design here also, but I have already created, so I just want to copy, so paste. Now I got this, and similarly I want 4 fields, so just copy one more time, control V, a little bit down, one more time, control C, control V, one more time, we got it. Now change the text as enter book ID, and here enter book name, and here author name, and here quantity. Now I also want to change the placeholder, so copy this, select the text field, and here you will see a property called placeholder. Okay, where is the property placeholder? just search. Here you can see, just paste this text and dot dot dot. You can see enter book ID. Same here, copy this, select this and go down, placeholder, enter book name, copy this, come down, paste it here, author name, and copy this, come here. If you are using a normal text field, you will not get the option called placeholder. I am using JC text field. Here you can see it's a JC text field, and if you don't know how to add this JC text field in your palette, here you can see when I go up in my custom, you can see a JC text field available. If you don't know how to add this, go check out my second video, or you will get the link in the I button. You can go and check out. On this video I showed you how you can add this JC text field and this RS table and this RS calendar. Okay, and now I want a button, so we have already a button on this home page, or you can just simply, we can take a button from here. Go to palette, you can see RS material button, just drag and drop. And I want to change the text, so text is add. Now background color I want is this one, 250. So select this button, background color, change it, increase the width little bit. Now let's just copy this button two more time to create update and delete button. Now I edit the text, update, and the third button is delete. Delete and increase the width of these fields bit. And I also want to change the icons, so go to properties and icons. Here you have to select, not here, the package. In package you select add new book icon, and here I want to select as contact and OK, close, and in the icon add new icon, and I want this icon. And the next is author name. Go to properties, add new book icons, this one. The last one is quantity. Go to properties, add new book icon, and here you can select unit. Okay, all done. And I also want to change the text field name, so txt book book id, and this name is txt book name, and this one is txt author name, and this one is txt quantity. Now we have successfully created this part. Now I want to design this part, the second half. So go to palette, select the panel and keep it here. Change the background color and make it white. Just expand it and cover the entire J-frame. Done. Now I want a cancel button here to cancel the J-frame. So copy this button, Control C, Control V, and take it. And I also changed the layout of this panel. So set layout, absolute layout. Okay, Control Z. I want to keep it in the corner. And just remove the icon. Go to properties, icons, and select none. And here I want to enter X and change the background color. I want background color this one, so copy this background color, come here and paste it here. Now I want to increase the length and font style. Size should be 25. Okay, now just apply event called event mouse click. Now just remove it and system dot exit and 0. Now you can see when I click on that button, the frame will be closed automatically. Because why I did this, because we don't have the, okay, I'm getting error. Why? Let me just check here. Enter a semicolon. When I click on this cross button, you can see our frame got disposed. Okay, now I want to take a table. Go to palette, or you can simply just, we have already created a table in home page. Here you can see we have home page. So just copy this table, which is book details. We want to display book details, so copy. And before copying, I want to change the header part. So go to table content and column. Here instead of book ID, student ID, I want to take a book ID, name, and author, and the last one is quantity. And okay, now just copy this table, copy, come here and paste it on this panel. Paste, move it up. Just make it plain instead of bold, it looks nice. Okay, now the next I want to just increase this width and height. Now I want a label here, so go to palette, take a label, and change the text as, okay, change the text as manage books. Okay, and color I want is the color of this button. Copy this, select the panel, label in the foreground, paste this color. And I also change the font size, and I want to keep the font size as 17. And okay, not 17, I want to take the size as 30, and click on OK. Now I also want a icon on this label, so go to icons, add menu, and from here select this one. We got an icon, just make a space between them. And I want a underline, so copy up just create a panel. Go to palette and take a panel. Now change the background color, I want this one, so select the panel, go to background and paste, and just change the width. I not width, change the height as 5. You can see we got, and let me just run it and check how it looks. Now I think it looks awesome. Now we have to create a manage book or book details table in the database, so that we can display the data here and we can add, update and delete data. So first of all we have to start our XAMPP server. If you are using XAMPP, then you have to start, or if you are using MySQL Workbench, you have to start the MySQL server from there. So start the MySQL server, whichever client you are using, and I want to go to my MySQL PHP admin, my admin. If you are using any Oracle database, start your Oracle database and create the table, which is books, which I am going to create now. And or if you are using JavaDB, the query will be same, I think. Or in JavaDB you can simply create a table by right clicking. Here you can see in the database, you can just simply select any database you want to connect, and you can right click on there, and simply you can create a, you can create a table by there also, by from there. Now you can see table, create table, and you can simply create a table. You can give a name and add a column from here only, but I am using MySQL, so I am using PHPMyAdmin. Now select our database, which is library ms. Okay, I already have this user table which we have created earlier. Go to SQL, and here we have to create table book underscore details, and here I want an ID, not ID, book ID, book ID int primary key and auto increment and not null. Now comma, and book underscore name and varchar 100, increase the to make it 250, and comma author and varchar 100. Now comma, the last one is quantity make it as int, and just enter, control enter, and we got our table ready. Here you can see we got book details. Now I just want to enter dummy data here. Go to insert. For time being I am inserting this dummy data. One book name is just Java, author is any author, you can say author name, and here quantity is 5. Now the second record is Python and author name, and here quantity I want is 2, and click on go. Now you can see we got our data also in the browse. Click on browse, and you can see we got our 2 data. Now I want this data to be displayed on this table, so we have to write let me just close it. We have to write a method called set data to table, or you can name it any method. We are going to write a method which will display, which will fetch the data from the database and display on this table. So come here and write a method called public void set record, not record, set book details to table. You can provide any name, no problem, and just provide a comment to set the book details into the table. Now here we have to first fetch the values from the text field. So I want to create instant variable string book ID, not string, I want string book name, comma, and author, comma, and the next is int book id comma book quantity, book id and quantity. And then last one is I want to create a default table model, default table model and model. I will tell you later why we require this. Now I want fetch the now we have to create a database query which is try catch. I think we don't require these variables instantly. In the later method we required it, but I created it initially. So inside this try catch I want to just establish a connection. So go to login page where we have this connection. So copy class dot to this connection string, copy and come to our manage books, paste it here. You have to change the driver class name. If you are using any other driver, I am using MySQL driver, so I provided this driver. And this is my database connection URL, username is root, password is empty, and this is my database name. Now the next is create a prepare statement, or you can simply create a statement also, because we want to execute a select query. st is equal to con dot create statement. Now st dot execute not execute query. Okay, why I have to import this statement? So control space and just import this java.sql package statement, not any other package. And now execute query, and the query I want to execute as select star from book details, and just catch the result using result set object. Result set, import this result set, which is where is the result set of MySQL package? Result set. Okay, here you can see we got java.sql package result set, and selected result set rs is equal to this. Now take a while loop, while rs dot next, and here we have to fetch the values and keep the value inside these variables. Book name, which is book name, so book, let's create another variable because I want to use this variable later. So string book id is equal to rs dot get string, fetch the values from the database and keep it inside this variable. So book underscore id, this name is our database tick column name, and string, and let's make book id as, it's okay if you make book id as string also, no problem. Then book name is equal to rs dot get string book underscore name, and last one is string author is equal to rs dot get string author, and next is int quantity is equal to rs dot get int quantity. Okay, now we have to create an object array. So why we have to create an object, I will tell you later. Obj is equal to, I am creating an object array, and we have to insert the object array in the same order, the order we have used here. First book id, name, author and quantity. So book id, first one is book id, comma, then book name, comma, then author. Okay, author, last one is quantity. Now we have to just initialize this model, which is default table model, and by using this model we are going to set the values in this table. What this model will be, let me just write model is equal to table, and I want to change the table name. First change variable name and name it as tbl underscore book details, and now we have to write here tbl underscore book details dot get model. Okay, and you will get an error. We have to just typecast it. So here and write default table model, and what I am doing here is we are creating a model to represent, which will represent this table, and by using this model object we can add a row inside this table. Let me show you model dot add row. You can see add row method, and this add row method will take an object array. That's why we created an object array here. Okay, so object obj, I'm passing this object here, and that's all. And now let me just print this exception, and now we just have to call this method inside this constructor. So call set book details to table. Now let me run it. So run file, and I hope we can see our data inside this table. Now you can see we got our data, but we are getting it here. So what we have to do is we have to just remove these extra columns. So table content, go to columns and make it as 0 and close it. Now if we run it, run file, then we will get our table ready. Okay, why we are not getting the table? Let me just check. Set book details to table. Let me run it again. This might be because we have to insert a one row. Let me insert at least. Okay, we have removed, I think we have removed the header also. Let me just control Z and table content. Not we don't have to remove the columns, and remember we have to remove the rows. I removed the column by mistake, so remove the rows, and now just run it. Now you can see we got our data. Now what I want to do is when user will select this row, this data should be display on the text fields. So we have to apply an event on this table. So right click on this table event and click on mouse click event. Now we have to write the mouse click event here, and what I want to do is here first I want to get the selected row. So int row number is equal to tbl details dot get selected row. Okay, we got the selected row. Now I want to just create a table model model is equal to tbl book details dot get model, and the next is we have to, by using this model we can get the values from this table, and we will set that value on this text field. So let me just set the values. So txt, first field is txt book id dot set text, and model we have to get the value from the model dot get value at row number, and width should be 0 first column. And we have to, okay, we are getting error. Why we have to? Because this is a type object and we want string. So dot to string, call this method. Now the next one is txt book name dot set text and model dot get value at row number and make the width, enter the width as 1. Okay, enter another, okay, no, row number, and here we have to, okay, just take another one, dot toString, and the last one is txt author name dot set text model dot get value at row number and width is second and dot toString, and the last one is txt quantity dot set text model dot get value at row number and width should be, width means the column index dot toString. And now just let me run it and check whether it's working or not. So you can see when I select this data, we are getting this data in our text field. Okay, Python, so Python and this one. Okay, so in the next video what we are going to do is we are going to work on these 3 buttons, which is add, update, delete. When user will click on this add, the record will be added in the table, and similarly when he will click on this delete, the record will be deleted from this table. Okay, so that's all for this video, and do subscribe the channel for further videos. And if you have any question or doubt, follow me on Instagram and ask your doubts there, and or you can also comment in the comment section and ask your issues or doubt. So that's all, see you in the next video. Bye bye.